Hello, students. I hope that you are good, well, and fine. Today, we will be seeing NCERT exercise 5.1 solutions. Okay. So, let's jump to our first question. We have to prove that this function is a continuous at 0, at -3, and at 5. Okay. Let's see. So, limit x tends to 0. F of x will be what? This will be fx minus 3, which means minus of 3. Okay. And this will be f multiplies 0 minus 3, which is f of 0. So it is continuous at 0. Now limit x tends to minus 3. Limit x tends to minus 3 will be f of x minus 3. This will be, as you can see, minus 15 minus 3, as you can see. Okay. And it will be what? Minus of 18. And this is same as minus 5, sorry, 5 multiply minus 3 minus 3, as you can see. Okay. And the outcome will also be minus of 18, which means f of minus 3. So continuous at minus 3. Now limit x tends to 5 means f of x minus 3 will be 25 minus 3 means 22. And this will be same as 5 multiply 5 minus 3, which means f of 5. Okay. And hence also continuous at this. And we have already shown that any polynomial function here, this polynomial function is linear as degree is 1. So any polynomial is continuous function. Okay, I hope that it is clear. Now let us move to the next question. Now next question says examine the continuity of the function fx is equals to this at x is equals to 3. Then very simple. Fx, so limit x tends to 3. Okay, this will be x cube minus 1. This will be what? This means it will be just nothing but 2 times 3 cube minus 1, and this is same as f of, sorry, 2 square. Okay, 2 square. This will be same as f of 3. Yes, hence this is continuous function. Okay, clear? Okay, I hope that it is clear. Okay, very easy. Okay, so it is, I hope that it is clear to you that this limit is same as this thing. Now let us move to the next slide. So we have to examine the continuity. So this is what my polynomial of degree 1. So this is continuous function. So continuous in domain. Okay, domain. Okay. Now what about this? This is also going to be continuous in domain. Domain is what? Domain is any real number except this thing. Okay. If you remember, we have shown that hx is equals to this function is continuous function. Yes, we have shown or not? Yes. Yes, indeed we have shown, and we know, just we saw this thing happening, that if you take gx is equals to x minus 5, then it is also continuous, obviously. And if you take hx by gx, if you take hx by gx, or you can say, yes, if hx is 1, if you define hx to be 1 and gx to be this, then hx by gx will be what function? 1 by x minus 5. This is continuous in this domain. This means the whole thing will be continuous. Okay, so far so good. Okay, now what about this? So very simple. We know if you define hx is equals to x square minus 25 is continuous. So we are talking about the domain. Domain for this will be R except this thing. Okay, minus of 5. Okay, minus of 5. So is continuous in R minus 5. Yes. And if you define gx is equals to x plus 5 is also continuous, is continuous in R minus 5. So This means this is continuous in this domain, this is continuous in this domain. This means by using algebra of continuous function, h by g is also going to be continuous in which domain? This domain. Okay, so this is my continuous function. What about this? So quite simple. Hx, we have already shown that x minus 5 is continuous in R. And gx, if you take gx as modulus x, and this means is continuous in R. This means what? This means gx is just nothing mod x, hx is just nothing x minus 5. Yes, x minus 5, as you can see, hx is x minus 5. Now G composition hx will be what? G of hx, and hx is nothing x minus 5. This means x minus 5. Hence both are continuous function. This means their composition will also going to be continuous. Okay, using just the theorem of composition functions. Okay, I hope that it is clear. Very simple, very easy. Now what? Now let us move to the next slide. Question number 4. So question 4, we have to prove that this is going to happen. Okay, very simple. So quite easy, that limit of x tends to c, c belongs to domain of f, okay, where we are taking x is equals to positive integer. This means 1, 2 and so on. Okay, fx, this will be cn, this will be f of c, so continuous. And this is a special type of polynomial, okay, where an is non-zero and every other a0, a1 till an minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, in what? In polynomial px is equals to a0 plus a1 x plus a2 x2 plus till an xn, and we have already shown that this is continuous at every point from the real number. Okay, clear? Okay, I hope that it is clear. Now let us move to next. The fifth problem. So we have to show that it is continuous at x is equals to 0. So first we will talk about x is equals to 0. So limit x tends to 0. 0 means what function we are picking? 0 is less than 1. So we will be using this. So f of x will be what? Limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0, x will be just 0, and this is just nothing, f of 0. Yes, so it is continuous. It is continuous. Now let us check for this also. So x, if x tends to 2, then this will be 2 is greater than 1. Now we will be choosing this. Now fx will be constant function 5. So the limit will be just 5, and this is the same value for f of 2. So continuous. So continuous at 0 and 2. What about 1? Okay, let's see. If we are talking about 1, so 1 at 1 we have two function defined. So right hand side limit will be what? This thing. So right hand side limit will be this will be this thing. And what about the left hand side? The x tends to 1 from the left hand side, fx will be what? If we are approaching 1 to the left hand side, then we will use this x. So limit x tends to negative side, you will use x, and this will be 1. As you can see, left hand side and right hand side limit are not equal to each other. This means not continuous. So not continuous at 1. Okay, not continuous at 1. I hope that it is clear. Okay, so let us move to the next. Now moving to the next, you will have to find out the point of discontinuity. Okay, you have to find out the point of discontinuity. Very simple. So if you take any c, less than 2, any c less than 2, then limit x tends to c, f of x will be, so take any c less than 2, you will have to work with this function, x tends to c, f of x plus 3, then your limit will be f. This is same as, this means continuous. If you talk about any real numbers c greater than 2, then fx will be what? This thing, and this is same as f of c. Okay, but if you talk about 2, then you have two things, the left hand side limit and the right hand side limit. This means, so your right hand side limit will be this, right hand side limit, the function will be this. Okay, clear? Your value will be this. Okay, so far so good. From the right hand side to the left hand side limit, your function value will be this. Okay, this means limit x tends to 2 negative, so you are using 2, this will be 2, this will be 1. Okay, 2x plus 3, this will be 7. Okay, so 4, so 2 multiply 2 plus 3 means 7. As you can see, not equal, this means left hand side limit is not same as right hand side limit, this means not continuous, this means point of discontinuity will be 2. Okay, and except 2, everywhere our function is continuous function. Okay, let us move to next problem. Problem number 7. Problem 7 says as the same thing, that we have to find out the discontinuity point. Okay, so if c is less than minus 3, if c is less than minus 3, then limit x tends to minus 3 will be, the fx will be this thing, so mod x plus 3, which means 3 plus 3 means 6, which is same as, sorry, f of c. Okay, sorry, f of c, this will be mod of c plus 3, which will be mod of c plus 3, and this is same as we know what, if c is negative means minus c plus 3, and this is same as what, f of c, where c is negative. So f of c, if c is negative, sorry, c is minus less than minus 3, then f of c will be what, as you can see this, and this will be minus c plus 3. Okay, clear? So this is continuous at minus 3. Clear? This is continuous at minus 3. Okay, any point less than minus, sorry, it is continuous at every point less than minus 3. Okay, now what about, okay, so now if you take c greater than 3, if c is greater than 3, then what will happen, I have to take this 6x plus 2, then your limit will be 6c plus 2, and this is just same as f of c. Yes, f of c. So f of c, if c is greater than 3, your f of c will be this thing, 6 multiplies c plus 2, this means 6c, this means this. Okay, so it is continuous at this thing. So we have shown that if c is less than minus 3 and greater than 3, continuous. Okay, so far so good. Now what about in between them? Let's see. If c is less than 0 but greater than, okay, okay, let's see, if c is in between minus 3 and 3, okay, if this is happening, okay, if this is happening, then what will happen, if c is in between this, then you know that f of c will be minus of 2c, as you can see. If your x is in between this, then f of x will be this means f of c will be minus 2c. Okay, so far so good. Now what about the limit? So limit will be, as you can see, f of c, if c is in between them, then limit will be minus of 2x, which means minus of 2c, so which is equals to f of c, so continuous. So if c is in between minus 3 to 3, then it is also going to be continuous. Now talk about if c is minus 3, then what will happen? If c is minus 3, if c is minus 3, then you all know, then I have to take two sided limits. So one is from left hand approach and second is from right hand approach. Okay, so from the right hand side, okay, you are approaching minus 3 from the right hand side. This means you have to choose this. So this will work. So this will be just nothing, just 6. This will be just nothing, 6. 2x minus 3 will be 6. From the left hand side approach, you have this. So this means mod x plus 3 means minus 3 mod plus 3, which will be 3 plus 3 means 6. Okay, so far so good. The left hand and the right hand side limit both are same. What about the at point? So f of minus 3. So equality is here. So I have to use this. So this will be minus 3 plus 3 means 6. So it is continuous at minus 3 also. Okay. So it is continuous at minus 3. Okay, done. What about plus 3? Okay, let's see. What about plus 3? Quite simple. So plus 3, I have to see for plus 3. Okay. So the right hand side for the plus 3 will be what? Just let me quickly see it. So right hand side for the plus 3. Okay, the right hand side will be this function. So 6x plus 2 means 12. 6 multiply 3 plus 2 means 20. Okay, and the left hand side for plus 3 will be this thing. So minus 2, this will be this, and this will be minus 2 multiply 3 means just minus 6. As you can see, left hand and the right hand side both are not equal. This means the point of continuity will be only what point? X is equals to 3. So point of discontinuity will be this single point, x is equals to 3. Okay, clear? Okay, I hope that it is clear. Now let me move to the next problem. Problem 8. The same thing, we have to find out the discontinuity. So so I can take one more thing, that I can define it more easier way. If x is 0, we already know that 0. If x is positive, then this will be what? This will be x by x. If x is negative, then it will be minus x by x. Yes or no? As you can see, this will be just 1. This will be also 1. So you have this thing. So far so good. Now if c is any positive real number, then limit x tends to c, fx will be what? If positive, then we will choose this case. This means limit x tends to c will be 1, which will be just 1, and this is same as if c is positive, then f of c will be 1. So continuous at every point greater than 0. If what about less than 0? Okay, if negative, then I have to work with this. So this will be minus 1. The limit is minus 1, and f of c is minus 1 if c is negative. We have already know that c is negative. Okay, also continuous. Okay, so we have shown that c is negative and c is positive, continuous. What about at 0? If x tends to 0, this means I have to work with the two sided limits, which is one right hand side limit and another is left hand side limit. Okay, so if I'm approaching to the 0 from the right hand side, this means I have to work with this. If I have to move towards 0 from the right hand side, okay, so this will be, limit will be what? 1. As you can see, limit x tends to 0 positive 1 will be just 1. And if I am working from the left hand side, okay, or I am moving towards 0 from the left hand side, this means I have to work with this. So minus 1, the limit will be minus 1. And if you are talking about the actual output at 0, yeah, as you can see, it will be just 0. So our the right hand side limit is not same as the left hand side limit, and which further is not equal to f of 0. Okay, so no values equal to each other, this means not continuous. This means point of discontinuity will be only what point x is equals to 0. Okay, x is equals to 0 will be the only. Okay, now let us move to the next problem, problem number 9. So the same thing I have to do. So let me just break it more. So as you can see, if x is negative, we all know if x is negative, then this will be minus x for x negative. For x negative, okay, so this will be minus of x by x. This will be just minus 1. So x negative, our function is this. X positive, our function is this. Now as you can see, for greater than equal to 0, I have defined my fx is equals to minus 1. And for x, for what? For x less than 0, I have defined my this. So this means I'm just saying that fx is equals to minus 1 for every real number x. So this is just a constant number and we know that it is continuous. So continuous everywhere, continuous in domain. This means no point of discontinuity, no points. Okay, no points. You will find out discontinuity because it is continuous everywhere in the domain. Okay, simple. Okay, let us move to the next problem, problem number 10. So the same problem, not the same pattern problem. So we have to find the discontinuity points, simple. Now limit x tends to c. If you choose c greater than 1, okay, then what will happen? If greater than 1, then we are talking about this function. So f of x will be what? X tends to c, x plus 1. This will be c plus 1 and this is just nothing, f of c if c is greater than 1. Okay, so it is continuous here. What about x negative? Okay, sorry, c is less than 1. Then we will be using this second one function, this function. Then x square plus 1. This will be what? C square plus 1. This will be what? F of c if c is less than 1. Okay, then it is also continuous. Okay, what about at 1? What about at 1? If we are talking about at 1, then I have to take two-sided limits. This means 1 means approaching from the right hand side, approaching from the left hand side. If you are approaching from the right hand side, then what will happen? Right hand side, then you have to pick you have to pick this thing. Okay, so this will be x plus 1. This will be what? 2. Simple, this will be 2. Okay, so far so good. Now you are approaching from the left hand side. If you are approaching from the left hand side, then you have to approach this. Yes, you have to approach this. Okay, so x square plus 1. This will be 1 square plus 1, which means 2. Okay, so far so good. The right hand and the left hand side limit will okay, right hand side and left hand side both equal to each other. Now what? Now what about f of 1? F of 1 will be equality is here. This means for f of 1, I have to choose this function. So this is 1 plus 1, which is 2. So left hand side limit is same as right hand side limit, which is further same as f of 1. This means continuous at 1. So it is continuous at every point in the domain. So no point of discontinuity, no points you will have, no points of discontinuity you will have in this case. Okay, simple. Okay, let us move to the next problem. Okay, so this 11th problem. Now the same thing. Okay, so pick c as less than 2, okay, and c as greater than 2. If so, limit x tends to 2, your fx will be what? So limit x tends to 2, the fx will be, so c is less than 2. So if c any point less than 2 I am working with, then I have to choose this. This will be xq minus 3, which means limit, and this means just 2q minus 3 means 8 minus 3, this means 5. Okay, so limit of this will be same as 5, and this is just nothing but f of c. Yes, oh sorry, we are not just talking about 2, we are talking about c. C, 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 CQ, okay, CQ, this and this. Okay, if c is less than 2, then I have to use this function. If c is any number less than 2, as you can see, then I have to use this function. Okay, suppose if c is 1, then f of 1 will be what? I have to choose this function now. So this will imply f of c will be c cube minus 3, which is same as this, the limit. This means continuous at this point. What about c is positive? If suppose if not positive, if c is greater than 2, suppose c is 4, then what function I have to choose? If c is 4, then I have to choose any x which is greater than 2. I have to choose this function. Yes, I have to choose this function. This means that f of c here will be c square plus 1. Okay, I hope that it is clear. Okay, now f of c will be x square plus 1. This will be c square plus 1, and this is same as f of c. As you can see, this is same as f of c, so it is continuous at, okay, so this means it is continuous at any point less than 2 and greater than 2. But what about 2? Okay, let's see if this. So I have to choose this, the two-sided limits. One is approaching from the left hand side, another is approaching from the right hand side. Okay, so from the right hand side, the function will be, if I have to approach from the right hand side, I have to choose this. This means x square plus 1, which means 2 square plus 1 means 5. Okay, now I have to, if I have to approach from the left hand side, then I have to choose the first thing, which is this. Okay, so this will be 2x cube minus 3, which is 2 cube minus 3 means 8 minus 3 means 5. As you can see, left hand and the right hand side limits are equal. Okay, so far so good. Now what about at point 2? So f of 2, as you can see, equality is there. I have to choose this. So this will be 2 cube minus 3 means 5. So left hand, right hand limit and the actual value of the function at point 2 all are same. This means it is continuous. So it is continuous at every point in the domain. So no points we will have of what? Discontinuity. No points. Clear? Okay. Now what about the next problem? Okay, let's see the next problem. Now next problem says what? Next problem says all is quite simple. Okay, so f of x is equals to this thing. Same thing, we have to find out the point of discontinuity. If c, so we are taking if c is strictly less than 1, then first thing is f of c will be what? This, I have to choose this. If c is less than 1, okay, this means c power 10 minus 1. Okay, now limit x tends to c, I have to choose as x c is less than 1, then x 10 minus 1, this means c 10 minus 1, which is same as f of c. This means continuous at this. Okay, now what about if c is greater than 1? If c is greater than 1, then I have to choose this. This means f of c will be c square. If c is square, okay, clear. Now x tends to c, where c, I am talking about c is greater than 1. If c is greater than 1, then this will happen. Then limit x tends to c will be what? This directly I am saying that this will be c square, and this is same as f of c. So it is continuous at this point also. Now what about at 1? So this means I have to choose now two-sided limits. One is approaching from the left hand side and from the right hand side towards 1. Okay, so this will be from the right hand side, you have to choose this. If you are approaching 1 from the right hand side, then it will be this will be 1. And if you are approaching from the left hand side, then you have to pick the first thing, which is this from the left hand side, and it will be what? X power 10 minus 1, which is 1 power 10 minus 1, which is 1 minus 1, which is 0. Okay, as you can see, both not same. This means what? That it is discontinuous at 1. So point of discontinuity will be x is equals to just 1. Okay, x is equals to just 1. Simple. Okay, I hope that it is clear to you. Now let us move to the next problem, problem number 13. So problem number 13 says that is the function defined by a continuous function. So we have to show that it is continuous or not. Okay, so if c is less than 1, then first of all f of c will be what? So if c is less than 1, then f of c will be c plus 5. Okay, so far so good. And limit x tends to c, where c is less than 1, then I have to choose this. This will be this, and this is same. So it is continuous at this. Okay, now if c is greater than 1, then this will imply f of c, then I have to choose this, that c minus 5. This means that limit, if you try to find out the limit will be x tends to c, x minus 5 will be c minus 5, which is same as f of c. Okay, so far so good. Continuous at this. Now what about c is equals to 1? If c is equals to 1, then f of c will be what? As you can see, if c is 1 means this means if c is 1, okay, f of c will be 1 plus 5, which means 6. Okay, so far so good. Now limit x tends to 1 plus and limit x tends to 1 minus. This only represent what? From the positive side and from the negative side, or means from the right hand side and from the left hand side. If you are approaching from the right hand side, then you have to choose this. This means x minus 5, this means 1 minus 5, this means minus 4. Now if you are approaching from the left hand side, then you have to use this. This means x plus 5. X plus 5 means 1 plus 5 means 6. Both not equal. This means discontinuous. So it is discontinuous at x is equals to 1. Okay, so not continuous, not completely continuous. Okay, it is continuous at every point less than 1, greater than 1, but it is discontinuous at x is equals to 1. Okay, clear? Okay, I hope that it is clear to you. Now let us move to the next problem. The problem next, the 12th problem, sorry, the 14th problem says that we have to define, we have to discuss the continuity, that where it is continuous and where it is not continuous. Okay, very simple. Now how we can approach? Quite simple. Just pick your c from where to where. So first of all, we will see if c is in between this. Domain is what? From 0 to 10, as you can see. So we only talk about 0 to 10. So if c, okay, so first of all, quite easy. If c is in between 0 to 1, okay, if c is in between 0 to 1, then your f of c will be what? 3, as you can see. Now limit x tends to c will be what? This thing will happen. This means just 3. This means what? That you have to, this is just f of 3, so continuous. If c is in between this, then f of c will be 4. Then limit x tends to c will be this, just 4. This means f of c, continuous. If c is in between 3 to 4, if c is in between 3 to 10, then f of c will be, this will imply f of c will be 5. This means limit x tends to c will be this means 5. This means f of c, continuous. So it is continuous at these points. Now we will talk about at 0, at 1, at 3, at 10. Okay, let me just remove these all. Okay, one by one. Okay, now okay, so just remove these. Okay, simple. Okay, now what? Now if c is 0, then c is 0. This means I cannot approach 0 from the left hand side. Yes, because there is no points to approaching 0 from the left hand side, as domain is starting from 0 and going to 10. So no left hand approach will be required. So only right hand approach will be required here. And f of 0 will be 3. Limit x tends to 0 from the right hand side. You have only right hand side. Okay, this will be 3 and this will be f of 0. So continuous at 0. Okay, clear? Okay, now let me just quickly see for 10 also. So C of 10. So C of 10, C, if C is equals to 10, this means f of 10. F of 10 will be 5. And as you can see, you only approach 10 towards from the left hand side. So you have only this thing, left hand side limit. Okay. So if you are having only left hand side limit, then limit x tends to 10 from the left hand side, you will have 5, and this is same as f of 10. Okay, so it is continuous at 10 also. Now the only point we have to check are C is 1 and 3. C is 1 and C is 3. Okay, so okay, now for 1 and 3, let us see for 1 and 3. Now if you have to, so first of all, what is f of 1? F of 1 will be this, which is 3. F of 1 will be this, which is 3. Now, what? F of 1 is 3. Now, we will talk about one approaching from the right hand side and one approaching from the left hand side. If you approach from the right hand side, 1, then I have to use this. Yes, from the right hand side, then it will be 4, 4. Okay, so far so good. Now, if you approach from the left hand side towards 1, then you have to use this. So this means left hand side not equal to right hand side. This means what? This means not continuous. So not continuous at x is equals to 1. Okay, so far so good. What about 3? If C is 3, then f of C will be what? I have to use this. This means 5. So f of 3 plus, let me just first of all find the limit at 3 approaching from the right hand side. So this means approaching from the right hand side, I have to use this. This will be 5. So far so good. But what about limit x tends to 3, but from the left hand side, I have to use this. This means 4. This means 4. As you can see, not equal. As you can see, not equal. Left hand side limit not equal to right hand side limit. Okay, this means what? This means very simple. Yes, this means also discontinuous, not continuous at x is equals to 3. So point of discontinuity will be x is equals to 1. Point of discontinuity will be x is equals to 3. 2 points you will get. Okay, so far so good. Very easy problem. Okay, now what about 15th problem? Let's see quickly. We will see if C is negative, then f of C will be this thing, which is 2 times C, which is 2C. Now limit x tends to C where C is negative, any negative number. So this will be 2x, this will be 2C, this will be f of C. So continuous at any negative point. Okay, clear? Okay, now if C is greater than 1, then what? If C is greater than 1, then f of C will be, as you can see, 4x. Then a limit, if you try to find out the limit, f of C will be 4x. This will be 4C. Sorry, it will be 4C. This will be just f of C. So continuous. Okay. Now if C is in between 1 and 0, okay, then what? Then f of C will be just 0. As you can see, just 0. And limit x tends to C, okay, this will be 0 and 0. This means f of C. So far so good. Okay, so it is continuous at negative point, it is continuous at greater than 1, and it is continuous at 0 to 1. Now we will check for at point 0 and at point 1. Okay, so let me just erase it, clear the board now. So I hope that it is clear. Okay, now if C is equals to 0, first of all, f of C will be, C is equals to 0 means equality is here, so this means f of 0. Now the limit x tends to 0 from the what side? The left hand side. We will take from the left hand side. So from the left hand side, I have to take this 2x. This means 0. your limit is 0, this means f of c, so it is continuous at 0. Okay, so far so good. Now if 1, sorry, I have to also check for right hand side limit. So from the right hand side limit I have to use this. So this is 0, this is f of c. Okay, so far so good, it is continuous. Now if c is equal to 1, then f of c. So first thing is f of c. F of c, if c is 1, f of c is 0. Now the right hand side limit means x tends to 1. From the right hand side I have to use this. Okay, so this means 4x, this means 4. As you can see, f of c is not equals to the right hand side limit. This means not continuous. So my function is not continuous or having only one point of discontinuity, which is 1. So at 1 my function is discontinuous. Okay, I hope that it is clear. I hope that we are doing it very quickly, but they are very easy. If you are not familiar with, don't worry, you will get familiar if you practice more questions. Okay, so we are just doing every question of this exercise 5.1. okay, clear. So we have to stop here. We will be coming back soon with the remaining problem of this exercise 5.1. So we have to go now. So again, thank you for watching.